All right, we're here. P's here. We're on the bus head to the game.
Oh, yeah. Got a big one tonight. When I told y'all we were going to focus on our video content, on beating the best teams in the league, this is who I was thinking of.
The bus a little quieter than normal.
Yeah, bro, don't trip on them. We locked in right now. If you want to be a contender, this is the kind of game you have to win. No excuses. Whoa. Yo, Zen, what's up?
I don't know. Hold this.
Zender's up at front seeing if he can figure out why we stopped. Hopefully it's not too long before, we can get going again. I'm hungry, man. I need that pregame spread. Oh, here he comes.
Me?
Yeah, so what's good?
Oh, man. I'll take that, though.
So we're just stuck?
Yeah, I'm not sure why, though. Look like it's a bunch of streets closed off up there. I think they're going to reroute traffic. Actually, and Pete, as a professional athlete, what do you do when your routine gets disrupted like this?
This is everyday life for a pro athlete. I mean, every game you face unexpected challenges. It's our job to win regardless.
There was some talk up front that we might miss shoot-around. What do you do in that situation?
You get warm during the game. It's not ideal, but you can't go into a game with any excuses, right? That's just a guaranteed L.
Well, any disappointment that this is happening before this game against this team?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather not be sitting here for the next 2 hours, getting tight, but it is what it is, bro, and, I look at life like an adventure. Like a video game or so, or something like that. The challenges you face are what you make of them, They could be fun or they could not be. And when you win after facing something this difficult, it's that much sweeter.
It's looking like MP and company will miss today's shoot-around after the team bus got unexpectedly stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic on the way to the arena. It will be very interesting to see if they come out cold to start today's game.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at San Antonio, they're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And when I look at the Suns, they've held serve halfway through the season. Not much movement this go-round. I'm sure they're just fine being in the top 5.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. And it's Wesley in at the 1 spot. And for Phoenix, Mark Williams is out there with House. Then there's Jalen Green. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. This is one fans have been looking forward to, Greg, for a while now. 2 major star-studded teams ready to battle.
On paper, it's a very exciting matchup. And knowing these guys are ready to exceed all expectations, we could be in for a real show here tonight.
We've seen it already this season, and P has an elevated intent to win. Anytime he's matched up against one of the league's power teams. You know what? He loves these kind of challenges.
And I don't expect him to hold anything back tonight. With the success they've had in these tough games lately, he's going to go all out to keep building that momentum.
Wembanyama finds Sohan. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with the head coach for the Suns. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Now, Wembanyama. After Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. 5 on the clock. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama barely even has to elevate when he throws it down.
Booker against Wesley. Williams, a screen on Wesley. Williams against Wembanyama. Williams kicks to Booker. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Wembanyama. It's good. Wembanyama's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona's a great choice.
Now, here's Vassell. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Vassell with it, Brooks covering. And the basket by Vassell.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Here's Green. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Sohan, the pass to West. Back to Sohan. And the rejection by MP. Brooks with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Wesley the pass to Wembanyama. Now here's Vassell. The 15-footer, good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Baseline jumper, and here's Green outside, and the Suns another 3.
Well, the corner isn't always Green's spot, but we know he's got the skill to hit from there.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Castle. Outside for Wembanyama. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Shots good by Booker.
And this coaching staff. In love with Booker's ability to create his own shot. It's a part of his game that's come a long way.
Wembanyama high post. High arcing shot. Williams with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Phoenix making some changes. Grayson Allen comes in for Brooks, and McCollum subbed in for Jalen Green. MP with it. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Booker outside. MP against Bradley. And the rejection by Bradley. Pass to Bryant. Good D by Booker.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
A three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Johnson against Booker. Shoots. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Bradley against MP. Fader on the way. Rebound San Antonio.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Johnson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. So, Coach, here we are in the heart of the NBA season. We can only hope that the second half is as good as the first half of the season.
Well, you're right. We saw some incredible moments in those first few months. But that's what you love about this game. Players these days, Kevin, are capable of doing the spectacular on a nightly basis.
Watch is checked in for Phoenix. Green comes in for Devin Booker. Roberts is checked in for San Antonio.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
Ryan passes to Waters. Trying to find Bradley. Gets it to him. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And the jump by MP.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
They kick it out to Green. Pulls up on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Now it's a 5-point Suns lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Yeah, he's a very strong wing. Johnson is about 220 pounds, and he knows how to use his body.
From deep, Green. It's rebounded by Bryant. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers. Waters can't get it to go. Here's House. Misses the one-handed jam. Spurs trail by 3. And stolen by MP. Jumps up. And he lays that one in. House has got 8.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Bryant from way outside. And the play. The Suns lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And checked in for Phoenix. Brooks comes in for Allen. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the Spurs. Here is House. He's got 8. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who has a report on MP.
Well, you might have heard earlier that MP and the team were late arrivals to the arena. The team bus was delayed due to a significant increase in traffic. Fortunately, they were able to get some of the regular warm-up routine in, albeit a truncated version. We'll see if that leads to a slow start.
Yeah, not ideal, especially in a game of this magnitude. Hey, thanks. On the court for San Antonio. Stephon Castle is out there with Bryant. Then there's Wembanyama. Then it's Johnson, and it's Waters in at the 4-man position. 3 on the clock. Here's Bryant. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. MP outside. Fades and shoots. No good off the front iron.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And the rejection by MP. There's the pick. Here's Castle. Rebound by House. House has got 4 rebounds in this game. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he can use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
The kick out to Bryant. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Wembanyama. They could use a bucket. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. San Antonio making a switch here. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Here's Sohan. San Antonio again missing. Suns leading by 10. Now here's MP. He's got 10. Booker outside. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Vassell. Sohan with the screen. Now Castle. And here is Wesley. Nothing on the board. Goes back up. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Brooks outside. Here's House. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Johnson's checked in for San Antonio. And so House nails both of them. Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Sohan. It's Vassell on the wing. Booker against Johnson. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama with the flush.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
MP outside. Driving the lane. Can't hit from in close.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Wembanyama with the bucket. Wembanyama's got 17 now.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
MP with a screen on Vassell. Booker with no one around. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Pass to Sohan. And it's Vassell in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. And now just a 3-point Suns lead.
Yeah, nice shot by Vassell. Really good three-point shooter.
Here's McCollum. He's got 6. And the dunk by MP.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Now Wesley. Still yet to score. Wembanyama left side. Shoots over Moloch. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Suns on top. They're up by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
So many potential winners here. I'm looking into my crystal ball, but it's cloudy. I just can't figure it out, guys.
We know who the favorite.
Looking now at our featured game this evening, the Phoenix Suns have a close one on their hands.
Well, you can't speed them up. They take care of it.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
You've got Dylan Brooks. House is out there with Williams. And it's Green, and it's Booker in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
For Phoenix, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And so House nails both of them. Spurs trail by 6. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He contributed 40 points, and he was his usual self on the glass, piling up the rebounds. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
In the corner, Sohan with it. And the rejection by MP. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Close the alley-oop. Suns leading by 6. It's picked off. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
And it's Green with the jam.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
From past the arc. No good that time.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Castle against Booker. 6 to shoot. Williams with the block. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Brooks outside. Back to MP. down.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Sohan. San Antonio again missing.
Well, his lack of offensive contribution has definitely been felt tonight. They could have used way more from him.
And it's Wesley missing. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. On defense, Phoenix. Wembanyama passes to Sohan. Wembanyama, a screen on MP. Just 5 to shoot. Vassell outside. Over Brooks. Vassell, no good. Suns on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Green. House has got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. San Antonio's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Castle with it. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. Wembanyama finds Sohan. San Antonio again missing.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Suns making a change here. McCollum's checked in. And here is Wesley, still without a basket. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The drive by MP. And MP throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
And here's Vassell from the arc. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've outscored him 16 points to 2. Not slowing down. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, you also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Inside, Sohan, and the dunk by Sohan.
Wow, Sohan just erupts off the floor for the dunk. A reminder of how athletic he is.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Williams with the block.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
And San Antonio shooting around 40% from the floor here. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Shot clock at 5. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And it's Sohan missing.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Green against Vassell. Fires the three. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, that's tough. You can't even box out Wembanyama. He'll just reach right over you.
The shot by House is no good. Here's West. No scoring in this one. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. They get a hand on it. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Quick lift off the floor there, Jeremy Sohan.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Looking for a break. Suns leading by 22 on the court for San Antonio. They've got Bryant. He's out there with Castle. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Brooks the best of House. And it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks. 35 points for MP.
And he has just been in a flow offense. A terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Now Castle. Pass to Waters from downtown. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Well, Phoenix shooting so well. 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit. MP inside. Defended by Bryant. The shot by House is no good. The Spurs shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Bryant passes to Waters. Castle up top. He's guarded by McCollum. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter. Just over a minute played. Clock at 4. Here's Bryant. Rebound by the Suns. House has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
San Antonio making a switch here. Wembanyama is checked in. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Castle tries it again. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And they'll get another chance. For San Antonio, they've gone 0-6 in the fourth quarter. A disastrous start to the period. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. O'Neal's checked in for Dylan Brooks.
Number 00.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. MP looking around. McCollum with the screen for MP. For 3. And the Suns another 3.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers.
Thanks, guys. We're here with MP. Big night for your team, getting the win, and a big night for you in the glass with double-digit rebounds. How does it feel?
Coach said that's what we needed. Lucky for us, I'm a big, strong dude, so I was in there throwing my weight around. Give us the edge on the possession battle.
Well done, MP. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
Jennifer, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And so long, everyone.
MP, right over here. Right in front again. Right in front.
Yes, Mr. Olassie.
All right. You always say, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And tonight, you beat one of the best teams in basketball, but you did it after arriving late to the arena and missing warm-ups with your teammates. Overcoming adversity like that to take down maybe the best team in the sport? What does that say about you guys?
No, this was a good win. We didn't get a trophy for it, though, but the best team isn't decided now. It's decided in June.
Okay, but I'm talking to you. In your eyes, do you think that you're the best team?
I haven't been scared to say that, Mr. Olassie. You watch my videos, don't you?
Yeah.
You're a reporter, then. That's pretty easy research right there.
Well, I'm a subscriber, too.
And I appreciate your subscription. But I think you should know that I believe we're the team to beat. But what I think doesn't matter much. Now, does it? We still got to make it to the championship and win a ring to back that up. Until then, what I think is just an opinion, and everyone's got one of those. Don't they, Frank?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
I got one. MP?
MP, right in front of you.
Good game, MP.